Little girl, carrying all her belongings and her grandmother's ashes, went to the city to find her mother, but when she arrived, she found that her mother had already formed a new family and had a younger son. Although the little girl was full of sorrow, she had nowhere else to go, so she called out Mom. Her mother looked at her with disgust, and her husband wouldn't allow her to take the girl in. But the mother, worried about being accused of abandonment, persuaded her husband to let her stay for one night and have her ex-husband take her away the next morning. The husband reluctantly agreed, but didn't allow her to sit at the table during dinner. The sensible girl could only take her bowl and eat in a corner. Seeing the warm scene of the family of 3, the girl remembered her deceased grandmother and took out the urn. The man, feeling it was bad luck, threw the little girl and the urn onto the street. The girl cried and held her grandmother's ashes, begging her mother not to abandon her. But the mother, afraid of losing her current life, wrote down her ex-husband's address and told her to go find her father. The little girl searched from night to day and finally found her father at a construction site. However, her father was indifferent to her, leaving her aside and going on a blind date. The woman he was dating agreed to be with him, but absolutely refused to let him bring a burden. In order to get married, the father took her to her mother and demanded that she raise the child, but the ex-wife refused. The two kicked the child back and forth like a ball, and even had a fierce argument over it. They didn't know that the burden they despised was being sought after by a wealthy man. It turned out that a few days ago, when the little girl went into the mountains to gather herbs, she accidentally encountered the wealthy man who had been poisoned by a snake. She crushed the herbs that could remove the snake venom and applied them to the wealthy man's wound, saving his life. The wealthy man vaguely saw the girl's appearance and with his assistant searched the whole city for her. They happened to see the scene of their argument.